Hello, humans. Michael Herrick with HIPAA for Humans, realistic cybersecurity advice for healthcare. This video, it's still for humans, but it's for the geeks. Geeks are humans too. And in this video, I want to talk just a little bit about the math behind passphrase security. If you've been watching, you know that we recommend long, random, unique passphrases to protect your accounts. And we recommend against those old school recommendations about special characters and uppercase letters and things like that. That stuff just doesn't work. What does work is long, random, unique passphrases. And we've created a free tool at passphrases.org. I'll put a link down below. You can go to passphrases.org in your web browser, and the tool will generate for you 3 random passphrases that you can use for your new accounts. Now, these passphrases, they're just 5 random words smashed together. They're long, they're random, they're unique, and you'll find as you start using them, they're actually, because they're all lowercase letters, they're actually easier to type and easier to remember than the old school passwords with password complexity rules. But when we show that to people, and we can even show them the math for why these passphrases are secure and why you can trust them, but people get nervous about it because we've had this special character nonsense drummed into us for so long. People often say to me, okay, the math looks good, but wouldn't they be even more secure if I added special characters to them? And the answer is, well, of course they would be even more secure. But adding special characters will not create as big of an impact as you might expect. And there are better, easier, more effective ways to increase the security besides adding special characters. Think about it in terms of rolling dice. All right. When you roll one standard 6-sided die, what are your chances of any number coming up? It's 1 in 6, right? Your chances are 1 in 6. How could you increase that? How could you stretch out those possibilities and make more possibilities? Well, one way you could do it would be by getting a bigger die. Right? You could get a 12-sided die. And now if you roll that, what are your chances? Your chances are now 1 in 12, right? If this was your password, you've just doubled the security of your password by adding more sides to that die. And that works. That definitely increases security. That's like adding special characters to your passphrases. But instead of that, you can get a much bigger impact, much quicker, much easier by just rolling 2 dice. All right. When you roll 2 dice, what are your chances? Standard 6-sided die. You didn't have to go find a 12-sided die. You've got your standard dice and you roll those. What are your chances now? Now your chances go up to 1 in 36. Not 1 in 6, not 1 in 12. By rolling 2 dice, you get a 1 in 36 chance. So your security is tripled over adding sides to the die. Much better security, much faster, much easier than finding a 12-sided die, right? So think of passphrases the same way. Yes, you can increase their security by adding special characters and uppercase letters and numbers and all of that kind of stuff, but you can increase the security much faster, much easier by just adding another word to the end. Don't add sides to the dice, add more dice. All right. If a 5-word passphrase isn't secure enough for your purposes, go with a 6-word passphrase. And if you need really rock solid security, a 7-word passphrase is incredibly secure, even if it's all lowercase numbers, even if it's all lowercase letters. I got numbers on the mind. I got math on the mind. The current record for password cracking, and this will soon be surpassed, but the current record is about 100 billion guesses per second. Now, most of us don't face threats like that. Most of us aren't facing those kinds of attackers. But if you're worried, if you need a password that can stand up to 100 billion guesses per second, one of our passphrases on passphrases.org, a 7-word passphrase chosen at random from a dictionary of 2,000 words, you do the math and you'll see that one of those 7-word passphrases can withstand 100 billion guesses per second for more than 20,000 years. That's incredibly good security. That should be good enough for you. It's strong enough for a computer, but it's made for a human. So that's the way to increase security of your passphrases. Don't add special characters, just add more words to the end. I'm Michael Herrick at HIPAA for Humans. Follow me on LinkedIn for new password tips and realistic cybersecurity advice for healthcare every Tuesday. And again, thanks for watching.